$2 billion global tour, dominating this year as the most popular artist. It's a sign that the people have spoken and upended a music industry that was once quite male-dominated. Taylor, Sabrina Carpenter, and Billie Eilish are all following the path blazed by women who led pop back when it was more of a boys' club. Grammy winner Cyndi Lauper captured a generation's attitude with her 1983 hit, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which has passed 1 billion streams on YouTube alone. So perhaps it's no surprise Lauper is backing women's rights in this post-Roe era and tying in her classic. Tonight, we hear from her on music and feminism. Have you always felt that you're political as well?
Weren't we? Aren't we? We're Americans. We're supposed to be involved in our country and in our laws. That's why we live here. Unfortunately, more people vote on the American Idol than they do for the president sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, that's so sad.
Did you always want to be an artist?
I don't know what I wanted. When I was little, I sang. And I would watch TV and under the ironing board while my mother had Lucy on, and then the 10 o'clock movies, 10 a.m., the old movies, the ladies with the big hats. You know, I wanted to be one of them. And Judy Garland, I loved her because she sang and danced, and that's what I wanted to do.
You don't conform. In your public life, it almost seems like maybe you never conformed. You can tell me more. When you were a kid, were you also very independent from the start?
I had hung out by myself a lot. I was always curious about people, and I was always a little odd. I was odd.
Do you know how many people have watched the original music video for that song on YouTube? Yeah. It's been played over 1 billion times.
Oh, that I know, 1 billion. Somebody told me that, yes.
So what do you think of that?
Well, when we did the video, we wanted to make art, comedy, and have like a real representation of what New York was like. We have a wonderful multi-colored quilt with many different kinds of people, and I wanted that in the video too. And
do you think it's more relatable? Because you can't get to 1 billion without a lot of people in a lot of different countries nowadays watching. So they are connecting with it now. Do you think that's because of what you said, the diversity and the mother-daughter relationship, that there's something more timeless about it, even though it's...
Well, you had to do that. But also, they sent me out all over the rest of the world first, before I came here.
Yeah.
Like, I had the hit in Japan, I hit in England, the hit in France, the hit in Italy.
Yeah.
And I just kept going from country to country, Australia, you know, and... It was odd because when I finally did get here, there were people from Brooklyn that would come up to me and say, you English? And I said,
really? That's funny.
And I would say, what is it, the accents? People that say they're not feminists, I want them to take a step back and understand. In the 70s, you couldn't even have a credit card unless it was in your husband's name or your father. You couldn't go into the schools to become a broadcaster, okay, without the feminist movement, because you're still second-class citizen, which is what we're rolling back to now. I want women to understand that if you don't have control over your own body, you have the government having control over your own body. How does that sit with you? You like that?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I am hoping and I believe in our country. I'm standing here now and I say no, not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. So I took Girls Just Want to Have Fun, saw it. I used to speak about feminism then. I got some guff all the time for that. But when I saw in 2017 the girls that maybe they were babies, Maybe they were standing in front of the TV with the little sunglasses, putting their sunglasses on like all the girls in the video. I don't know. But all I know is they heard, because young women were carrying signs that said, girls just want to have fundamental rights, and that's what they need. And that is not asking for much.
Right.
That's asking for equal.
Fundamental rights, Cyndi Lauper explains in our Mavericks series. And I